boxing skills because he worked out with a personal boxing coach at Kalakaua Gym. And I remember him coming up to me during class and said, hey, you need to come to the gym today. You better show up or else. And I knew what that meant. He was going to find me anyway. And I remember all day that day, I was just trembling, like, what do I do? What do I do? But you know what? Give me props. Even though I was going to get lickings, I showed up at the gym. Give me some hand for that. I showed up for my lickings. I knew I was going to get lickings, but I showed up anyway. Now, I later learned how to defend myself by buying a Glock, or, a Glock, but that's just a joke. But this was before then. I remember getting in the ring with him and him just dancing around me. I mean, he looked like a cross between B.J. Penn and Muhammad Ali. He was floating like a butterfly, and he was stinging me with like a bee. It was so many rights, I was begging him for a left. You know what I mean? I felt so helpless. How many of you have ever been in a situation that you felt totally helpless? A situation. Let me see your hands. Okay, there's some of us here today that felt totally helpless. Now, I looked up the definition of torture, and it means something that causes intense suffering, agony, crushing, wounding, and pain. Now, typically, when we talk about being tortured, we typically talk about or refer to physical torture. But how many know that there are other forms of torture out there in the world? It's torturous when your spouse has committed or is having an affair. It's torturous when the person, your boyfriend or your girlfriend that's supposed to love you the most, puts you down the most and makes you feel so small. It's torturous when you're at work and people are gossiping about you and you know it's not true. It's torturous, isn't it? It's torturous when you're maybe going to college for the first time and you know you don't have the discipline and you didn't have those kind of disciplines in your high school years, and you're faced with so many deadlines, so much work, and it's coming from all different angles, and you're thinking, man, I am not measuring up to this. And those around you look smarter, they even look better looking than you, they're more socially inclined than you, and the list keeps going on, and you're experiencing internal, intense suffering, agony. You're experiencing a kind of torture. Isn't that all of us experiencing that at some point in our life? Whether we follow Christ today, by the way, thank you if you don't follow Christ. If you're here for the first time, just thank you so much for being here. But whether you're a Christian here or not, today, we've had those times in our lives where we're being tortured and feeling this kind of agony. And I know that it pales in comparison. When we think about Christians today in different countries that are suffering for their faith,